Hey there, everybody. Casper here. This is Chunky Hikers Tennessee edition. First episode. We just saw a whole bunch of deer just running across. I got a little clip of it on video. They were being chased by a dog, and then the dog went back the other way once they ran into the woods. But that's Jackie there. And that's little Matthew. He thinks that he's a cool dude. I don't know. And then there's James. And then in the backpack there is Grant. It's not just a real backpack. It's like a papoose, a backwards papoose thing. We're here at Old Stone Fort. Is that yep. Old Stone Fort Park? Old Stone Park? Old Stone Fort Park. Yes. Going on a trail. I guess we're gonna go and walk in a river or something. And there's look. There's a sign. Here's the sign that says the Old Stone Fort. If that's that looks backwards there. But if it's not backwards, that says the Old Stone Fort. Matthew. So do you guys know how long this trail is? I know nothing about this.
Well, there's a couple different options that we'll take.
Okay.
There's some longer ones and some shorter ones.
It's
been a while since we've been here, so not quite sure how long it actually is. But
okay. We'll see. We've got the technology now. We're going to actually track how long we go. But look, there's woods. Totally different from the Red Rock Canyon.
Water down here.
Because there's actual... Oh, can you hear it? You can hear the rushing of the water. That's a river. That is an actual river. The very first hike, I think, that we went on... No, not the first one. The second one that Chunky Hikers went on. Oh, look, I got my shirt on. We tried to go to see these springs, and then they didn't actually happen. It wasn't really a thing. But this one, there's actually going to be a river. I'm so excited. Like, we're like 2 seconds in, and there's already, like, precarious climbing, downing. Whoa, with a kid on the back. What a pro. He a gentleman. He's not a gentleman, no. So we're only a couple minutes into the hike, and there's this little area where it's like the river is flowing through, but it's not super high. Like, look, I'm standing in the river, but there's little tiny like waterfall things going on. Look at that rushing water. What? So it's nice here. Thanks. I wonder what else there is. I don't know if you can see them in the water, but there's little tiny snails all over. They look just like this. It's the first wild, other than the deer, that we've come across. Again, we're like 5 minutes in. We've already seen more wildlife than the other Chunky Hikers. Look at that. It's a crawdad.
Is it gonna pinch you?
No, not if I'm holding it behind its pinchers.
Wait, does
it would pinch you if you put your finger in its pinchers, though.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Look at it. It's ready. It's waiting. It's like, come on, stick something in there.
I see.
I want to give that one a kiss. Grant has a thing about kissing animals.
He's puckering up too.
Bug?
It's not a bug, it's a crawdad.
I mean, some people call them bugs.
Jim Gaffigan thinks it would be a bug of a river.
Yeah, it's a river bug.
It's a river bug.
Look, I like eating butter too. River clam. Got a bunch of little ones that have been broken open by something. Cold. That's so cold. Not too bad. A little cold. What'd you find?
Cave.
Found a cave.
Oh my God, it's a huge spider in it.
Water not only occupied a special place in the everyday life of ancient people, providing a source of fish and freshwater mollusks that thrived in the waters of Duck River,
Mollusks.
but also served symbolic and ritual purposes in the life of American Indians. There is a tendency for water to be used to further set apart or enhance ritual enclosures. So we found a cave, one of two. There's a two of two. Matthew has become the scout for this hike. Ernest was the scout back in the OG Chunky Hiker days, but now we've got Matthew here, and he's like a real scout though. Ernest, real scout. I'm underneath a waterfall right now. I don't know if you can actually even hear me because of the rushing of the water, but that's it. That's a waterfall. Yeah, somebody stacked that so that it's balanced perfectly, so you don't want to mess it up. Rat.
He was just on my leg.
All right, so we've been here about an hour. It was only 12 minutes to get to the Little Duck River, and we were hanging out there for about an hour, and now we're actually going to go on the real hike. That wasn't even like the hiking portion. That was just like, oh, let's go and check out this Little Duck River. But now we're going to go on the actual old stone fort hike. So they say that this was a paper mill. I think it kind of looks a little more like a place for the Blair Witch Project to happen. You know, there's Matthew. I don't know where he's going. Where is he? He's coming around. So, you know, saying some witch incantations and whatnot, because, you know, we don't want the Blair Witch to come out. What's up? What is it? Oh, it's just a burned out tree, that's all. So this hike is definitely different from any of the other Las Vegas edition hikes of Chunky Hikers, because it's actually really well marked. Like, I mean, not necessarily with wood pylons or anything like that, but it's just all smooth. Like, you just know where to go. There's just places where it's like, oh, this is clearly the path, because there's no trees and there's no rocks and leaves in the way, and like people have walked here before. Now there do seem to be a couple tributaries that go across, but you know, otherwise there's definitely a main trail and then some side trails, and then I think everything eventually goes around. I did see a sign that said that the circumference is a mile, or like 1.25 miles, and it's just kind of like a down and back thing. So, you know, not a super long hike, but good, pretty. Look at all these trees. Look at them. Look at them. Okay, so we have one of these trail markers here that just says trail this way or that way. Apparently, we're currently on the Old Stone Fort Trail, but then we saw signs for another direction where you could take the Forks Trail or just alternate trails. So who knows what trail we're on now? Do you have a guess, Jackie? What does that sign say?
The moat is an abandoned river channel. The Duck River, Big Duck, or Barren Fork once follow through the abandoned river valley below you.
What do you think, Grant? Which way? Point which way we should go. Nothing? Okay.
Let's go down this way.
Okay.
And there are actual stairs and stuff, which is cool. So far I'd say this is about a level 1 huff and puff. It's not a very hard trail at all. Not very difficult, not very steep. And you know, you just gotta watch out for ruts and stuff.
It's a hard trail for my dad because he got
Carrying a 20-pound kid on your back helps, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely increases the difficulty there just a little bit. So it turns out that it is a bit of a loop, and this is actually the Little Duck River again, the Little Duck side. So, and look, he found a little duck on the trail. So, you know, Little Duck River, Little Duck. All right, so with all of our meandering and stuff, we've done roughly 2.37 miles. It was a loop on the main trail. 2.37. Good man. And now, so we ended up back on the Little Duck River side, and then we decided to come back around and see what the Big Duck, they just call it the Duck River side is. There's a bunch of falls. There's the Blue Hole Falls up that way. Can you hear it? Yeah, that's that. Then we found a nice little swimming area, so we're gonna take a nice little dip because it's getting a little warm. It's 3:40 in the afternoon, so you know, gonna hang out. I think I saw some fish in there. Lots of bugs. Lots of bugs. That's the big difference with Tennessee for sure. Is there's a lot of bugs. Jackie's gonna help me with the food review. I got some coconut chips things. We're gonna try that because I forgot to bring trail mix. All right. Okay. So today I got the Bear baked crunchy toasted coconut chips. There's 170 calories and a half a cup serving, and 11 grams of fat.
Gluten-free.
17 grams of carbohydrates, but they're gluten-free though, so
And
that's
good
good.
source of fiber.
Ooh, fiber. We're gonna have to poop after this. You be the first one then.
This is what it looks like.
Man, it just looks like a dry. It almost looks like skin, like
You
dried
ever say
skin.
No,
Yeah.
thanks. I mean,
Right
it's
as you
skin.
put that in your mouth. Mmm. Put that skin
Actually,
in your
It
mouth.
was okay. Kind of good.
Wow.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I approve.
Yeah. It's it's coconutty, but it's not like super coconutty.
Right.
You know.
Crunchy.
You know.
It's better in a little bundle.
Like it's not at all like eating
Skin.
skin that has like sunscreen on it. It's not like sunscreen skin at all. No, it's what is it though? Because it's toasty. It's got that
toasty.
toasted flavor. You know,
Toasted coconutty, a little salt to it.
right?
It's good.
Yeah, nice little hint. And no raisins, so that's good. Because usually, you know, like trail mix has raisins, but this is just coconut chips.
Coconut chips. Cane
That's,
sugar, coconuts, sea
Oh,
salt.
see the cane sugar. Yeah, keep it simple. Keep it simple. No drink this time. We had sun drops earlier. Those are good.
They did.
Yeah, yeah. She's just on the water. Just H2O, the high
water.
quality H2O. Sponsored by Camelback.
And the gross water fountain up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's natural. Maybe they pump it straight from the river. We don't know. But hey, Bear baked crunchy toasted coconut chips.
Yeah, pretty good.
They're good. Good. What is that, Matthew?
Crawdad?
A what, Dad?
No, a clawdad.
Clawdad or crawdad?
Clawdad.
No, they're crawdads, but
Crawdad.
we call them clawdads.
Clawdad.
Clawdad?
All right, well, let's put them in the water.
Yep, let's let them go. They're actually pretty fragile.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. Aww.
What'd you call it?
Skipping rock?
You said it was the best skipping rock ever.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh. My dad would do it like 10.
That was a kerplunk, just a single kerplunk.
Well, my dad.
All right, so total walking time was an hour and a half. We did 2.65 miles of walking, but we did a lot of, you know, water activities stuff, swimming around in the big Duck River. I mean, if you're gonna call one a Little Duck River, then you should call the other one Big Duck River. Or if you're gonna call it Duck River, then the other one should be a Duckling River. But anyway, Matthew and I went to the waterfalls over by the Duck River, the Blue Hole Falls. What'd you think of that, Matthew? Yeah? Was that your favorite part of the hike?
Yes.
Yeah? That and what?
Holding the crawdad
Holding the crawdad, yeah?
and swimming.
And swimming? That's good. What about you, Jackie?
Just watching my boys have fun. That's my favorite part of it.
Oh, does that include me?
Yep,
That
of
includes
course,
me.
all my
I'm
boys.
one of the boys.
All 4 of my boys.
James, what'd you like?
Yeah, all of it. Catching the crawdads, watching you guys swimming,
Yeah.
yeah, having fun.
Yeah, Grant had some fun. What was your favorite part, Grant? Yep. Yep, that's it. But it was a great day for it. I mean, the weather was really nice, and we had a lot of fun. So, until next time.
Underwater.
Bye. Bye. No, he's hunting.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No, bye-bye. 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 I'm the boss. Bye-bye.